Welcome to another episode of Curiosities Unlocked. I am so excited about today's episode because one, it's our Halloween edition and we are counting down Halloween pranks. I don't know about you, but I love me a good prank. I don't like to be the one that's scared, but I love me a good prank. And in these stories that I'm going to count down, I would have absolutely loved to have been a participant, a knowing participant, because some of them are hilarious. I mean, some people didn't find it funny, but I found them very funny. Sometimes we have to have a sense of humor. If you have ever been pranked or pulled off a good prank, please put it in the comments below and let's get started. Coming in at number 5, we have the Texas attorney that dressed as Michael Myers. Woo. Recently, when Tropical Storm Nicholas was making its way towards Texas, one local attempted to provide a few laughs, but instead ended up in handcuffs. A Texas attorney took to the beach dressed as Michael Myers from the movie Halloween and strolled down the sand with a bloody prop knife in hand. He later said that he was hoping to make all the tourists laugh who were stuck in their hotel room due to the storm. However, his joke did not go over well and the police were called, and he was detained and cited for disorderly conduct. After being released, he admitted that this incident will not stop him from doing more pranks in the future, even if it possibly means being handcuffed again. He said that positive vibes to the gloom and doom out there, generating some laughter and helping people crack a smile and restoring faith in humanity through humor is 100% all I'm about. It's all I've been about all my entire life. I don't know if I'd risk being detained to pull off a prank, but I bet it was pretty funny. Coming in at number 4, all I'm going to say is that there is an axe, a clown, and a pregnant woman. This next prankster was not only detained by police, but he went to jail for 6 months. In 2017, there were tons of reports coming out of the UK of people dressing up like clowns and scaring random pedestrians. Remember I told you that story about those killer clowns and people dressed like clowns doing little weird stuff? Yeah, this one. One impressionable teen named Michael March decided to participate in the shenanigans, dressing up as an ex-welding killer clown. One of his victims happened to be a pregnant woman who found his prank to be terrifying as she reportedly threw a brick at him before running away. Even though his intentions were not to harm anyone, he still was arrested and sentenced to 6 months in jail. Now, 6 months in jail for a harmless prank seems a little harsh to me. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's harsh? Should he got 6 months in jail? Maybe a night. Maybe a night, but not 6 months. Coming in at number 3, the capital prank gone wrong. This one was funny and terrifying all at the same time. Did you know that the United States House of Representatives building is haunted? Stories of the House side of the Capitol building being haunted have circulated for years, with some warning of a demon cat ghost wandering the halls, growing in size then lunging towards its victim before disappearing. And others swear to have seen the ghost of John Quincy Adams wandering the halls. One Halloween night back in the 80s, the legend became all too real for a new guard who opened fire on what he thought was an intruder. What was meant to be a funny prank turned lethal when the new guard that was patrolling heard spooky noises and opened fire on a dark figure in the corner that turned out to be another guard. Luckily, the newbie did not have a very good aim and completely missed his coworker. Talk about a close call. I bet that guard that pulled that prank will never do something like that again. He's lucky that that guy couldn't shoot. He is so lucky that that guy couldn't shoot. Coming in at number 2, frozen limbs for sale. Who wants the frozen limbs? No, I'm serious. Frozen limbs were for sale. One year, a shop in Norway decided to prank their customers by packaging up fake bloody limbs and putting them next to the real meat in the freezer. It was reported that some of the fake limbs even had nutrition details on it. Talk about details. They should get an A+ for details, right? Now, even though the limbs were fake, many customers did not find the prank to be funny and were especially concerned with the younger patrons being traumatized. The shop's social media became flooded with messages and complaints, and they ultimately decided to remove the limbs and apologize. However, even though they apologized, some of the customers did not really feel like their apology was sincere enough and that they had went too far. I thought this prank was freaking hilarious and amazing. Of all pranks, no harm. There was no harm, but it was funny as hell. Oh my goodness. What did you think about this prank? Coming in at number 1. Now, I have to end this video with the top prank of all times. Of all times. Have you heard of the Martian invasion? Have you heard of the War of the World invasion broadcast? Just wait. Let me know your thoughts. One fateful evening, over 80 years ago, a radio station performed a fake news broadcast, unintentionally igniting genuine panic across the nation. This infamous broadcast was performed so flawlessly that listeners genuinely thought an alien invasion was taking place in America at that very moment. The broadcast was freaking people out, and there was so much panic that erupted in the street, the police actually had to shut down the radio station. This prank will forever be the greatest prank in history of Halloween pranks. That's just my opinion. Can you imagine a radio station announcing that we are being invaded by aliens at this moment? The sheer panic. Now, there's social media, there's television, so people may run to those things. But at that time, if you think about it, 80 years ago, and a radio broadcasting this, it was funny. And this here, at least so far, will go down as the best prank in U.S. history. Tell me your thoughts. I would love to hear them. Thanks for watching and listening to another episode of Curiosity Unlocked, our Halloween edition. What were your thoughts about these pranks? Did you think, which was your favorite? Do you have any pranks to share? Please like, subscribe, put your answers in the comments below, and join us next time.